This demonstration is on using the Energy Information Administration data for residential heating. And the most current residential heating information is 2015. So when you first click on that link that I gave you, this screen will come up and it will show you several tables of fuel consumption data. So you have to know which of these to use, and it's just a matter of where your reservation is located. So let's say our reservation is located in Washington State, so we would use the West Homes fuel consumption table. And don't use these fuel expenditures tables because that's something different. You just want to use the fuel consumption tables. So to open up that table, you click on the spreadsheet link here, the XLS. So we click that link, and it will give me the little pop-up box that we're going to open in Microsoft Excel. And this shows our report in spreadsheet format. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the tabs on the bottom here. You want to open up the physical units worksheet. So we'll click on that. So you can see here there's different options for the West, and you can either choose that your reservation is in Washington and use the values here, or you could do a climate region. So whatever you think would work best, and if you look at the numbers and they kind of make sense to you, that would be the number to use. So you kind of have to do some investigative work here and look at these different values. For this particular example, like say we were looking at fuel oil, and we had our reservation in Washington, and we look over here, and it says, okay, there's 419 gallons, and this is per household. So on the average for this year of 2009, the average household uses 419 gallons of fuel oil. So if you wanted to use that number to calculate your activity value in TICE, you would multiply that by the total number of households on the reservation that use fuel oil. So had I used this climate region option, you can see that there's Q's and N's. And that's either that the data is withheld or the data is not available. So you couldn't use those options in this particular example. So you would have to use either this 419 value or perhaps one of these other options here. I usually only use these. I use the West division in states, or if you're in a different region and be that division in states, or I use the climate region to get my data. If you want to know what climate region you're in, you can close this out. So now we're back on the Residential Energy Consumption Survey site, and if we click on REC's maps, that's going to show these different maps that are available. And the one you want to look at is for the REC's 2009. So if you click on this map, it will get bigger. So this map shows the different climate regions in the United States. And if your tribe was in this particular area where it's this blue color, you would use the marine value in that spreadsheet to determine what value you wanted to use. So we can close this, and we can go back, and the pop-up box come up with what you want to open with. You want to say Excel, and click OK. All right, so we want to click on the Physical Units tab again, and then we can see that here is the marine climate region here. So if you use that determination, you can use these values here as long as they're not in Q's or N's. And that's what I wanted to show you about the EIA data.